Hello children, I am Shubhashish. Children, imagine you have a delicious chocolate bar. You want to share it with your friends. Fractions help us divide things equally. If you split the chocolate into 4 equal parts and take one part, you have 1/4 of the chocolate. Here, the number on the top, numerator, shows how many parts you have, and the number on the bottom, denominator, tells us how many equal parts the whole thing was divided into. Fractions are like sharing. They help us understand how much each person gets, whether it's slices of pizza, pieces of cake, or even time during the day. In this video, we'll explore how to work with fractions with engaging examples and interactive exercises. Learning outcomes. After the completion of this lesson, you will be able to know: understand fractions as parts of a whole in practical contexts. Identify and interpret fractions using numerators and denominators. Represent fractions on a number line for visualization and comprehension. Differentiate between proper, improper, and mixed fractions. Keywords from this lesson are fractions, numerator, denominator, proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed fractions, like fractions, unlike fractions. Children, first we will see what is fraction. A fraction is a part of whole. The whole here could be an object or the group of objects, but all the parts of the whole must be equal. In this image, the first one is the whole, that is a complete circle. In the second circle, if you divide the circle into 2 equal parts, then the shaded portion is the half, that is 1/2 of the circle. In the third circle, if you divide the circle into 4 equal parts and shade only one part, then the shaded part is 1/4, that is 1/4 of the whole circle. In the fourth circle, if we divide the circle into 4 equal parts and shade 3 parts, then the shaded part is a 3/4, that is 3/4 of the whole circle. Now, let us see the numerator and denominator. 3/5. The upper part of the fraction is called numerator. It tells the number of parts we have. The lower part of the fraction is called denominator. It tells the total parts in a whole. It reads as 3/5. Representation of fraction on number line. Let us see one example. Mark 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/6 and 1/8 on the different number lines. Solution. Draw a number line. We know that 1/2 is less than 1 and greater than 0. So we have to divide the gap between two equal parts and then mark the middle point as 1 by 2. As the denominator is the whole and the numerator is the part, so we have to divide the gap between 0 and 1 in the number of parts as the denominator is given. For 1 by 3, divide into 3 equal parts. For 1 by 4, divide into 4 equal parts, and so on. Children, what is proper fractions? If the numerator is less than the denominator, then it is called proper fraction. If we represent a proper fraction on the number line, then it will always lie between 0 and 1. Example: 2 by 5, 5 by 8, 1 by 10, etc. Improper fractions and mixed fractions. When the numerator is greater than the denominator, then it is called improper fraction. The above fraction is made by adding one whole part and 1/4 part. One plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1 by 4 is equal to 5 by 4. The fraction made by the combination of whole and a part is called mixed fraction. Convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. A mixed fraction is in the form of quotient into remainder by divisor. We can convert it in the form of an improper fraction by quotient into divisor plus remainder by divisor. Or whole into denominator plus numerator by denominator. Example: convert 2/3 by 4 into improper fraction. Solution: 2/3 by 4 is equal to 4 into 2 plus 3 by 4. Let us see the equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are those fractions which represent the same part of a whole. All the above images are different but equivalent fractions as they represent the same, that is half part of a whole circle. Finding equivalent fractions. Multiplying the same number. If we multiply the numerator and denominator of any fraction with the same number, then we will get the equivalent fraction. There could be more than one equivalent fractions of one fraction. Example. Find 3 equivalent fractions of 1 by 2. Solution. One by 2 into 2 into 2 is equal to 2 by 4. One by 2 multiplied into 3 into 3 is equal to 3 by 6. 1 by 2 multiplied into 4 is equal to 4 by 8. Dividing the same number. If divide the numerator and denominator of any fraction with the same number, then we will get the equivalent fraction. Example. Find the equivalent fraction of 18 by 27 with denominator 9. Solution. To get the denominator 9, we need to divide it by 3. So to find the equivalent fraction, we need to divide the fraction by 3. Divided by 3 by 27 divided by 3 is 6 by 9. Hence the equivalent fraction with denominator 9 is 6 by 9. What is the simplest form of a fraction? If the numerator and denominator do not have any other common factor than 1, then it is said to be the simplest or lowest form of that fraction. Example, 2 by 3, 4 by 5, etc. To find the equivalent fraction, which is the simplest form, we have to find the HCF of numerator and denominator and then divide them both by that HCF. Example. Reduce the fraction 18 by 27 in the simplest form. Solution. HCF of 18 and 27 is 9. Hence, 18 divided by 9 by 27 divided by 9 is equal to 2 by 3. By 3 is the lowest form of 18 by 27. Like fractions and unlike fractions. Fractions which have same denominators are known as like fractions. Example: 5 by 13, 3 by 13, 1 by 13, etc. Fractions which have different denominators are known as unlike fractions. Example: 2 by 3, 5 by 9, 13 by 17, etc. Comparing fractions: 2 1 by 6, 3 3 by 8. If we have to compare the above two fractions, then it is easy as the first one is less than 3 and the second one is greater than 3. So we can clearly say that 3 3 by 8 is greater than 2 1 by 6. But sometimes it is not easy to compare it so easily, so we need some accurate procedure. Comparing like fractions. Like fractions are the fractions with the same denominator. So we have to compare them with the numerator only. The fraction with greater numerator is greater. 5 by 8 less than 7 by 8. In the above example, both are divided into 8 equal parts. So the fraction with 7 shaded parts is greater than the 5 shaded parts. Comparing unlike fractions. Fractions with different denominators are unlike fraction. Unlike fraction with the same numerator. If we have to compare the fractions with different denominator but same numerator, we have to compare with the denominator only. In that case, the fraction with a small denominator is greater than the other. Example: 3 by 4 greater than 3 by 8. Here the numerator is same, that is 3, so we will compare with the denominator. The fraction with small denominator, that is 3 by 4, is greater than the fraction with the large denominator, that is 3 by 8. Unlike fraction with different numerators. If the numerator and denominator both are different, then we have to make the denominator same by finding the equivalent fraction of both the fractions, then compare the fractions as like fractions. To find the equivalent fraction of both the fractions with the same denominator, we have to take the LCM of the denominator. Example: compare 6 by 7 and 3 by 5. Solution:
product of 7 and 5 is 35. So we will find the equivalent fraction of both the fractions with the denominator 35. 6 by 7 multiplied into 5 is equal to 30 by 35. By 5 multiplied into 7 is equal to 21 by 35. Now we can compare them as like fractions. 30 by 35 greater than 21 by 35.
Points to remember. If the numerator is less than the denominator, then it is called proper fraction. When the numerator is greater than the denominator, then it is called improper fraction. The fraction made by the combination of whole and a part is called mixed fraction. A mixed fraction is in the form quotient into remainder by divisor. Fractions which have same denominators are known as like fractions. Fractions which have different denominators are known as unlike fractions. Thanks for watching.